It's been a long wait for Morbius fans. The movie, based on the Marvel Comics character with the same name, was supposed to be released in July 2020. Numerous delays followed, a lot of trailers which manipulated the audience a little bit, some crazy rumors surfaced that fans wanted to see happen, and when these fans, including myself, finally saw the movie, well, they were disappointed. Maybe you should watch these 5 movies instead of Morbius. By the by, I'm the movie guy and let's start this list. Number 5, Venom. Now this might be a very lazy pick. After all, it's into the same universe as Morbius, it's part of Sony's Spider-Man universe, and to be completely frank, Venom wasn't that much better. But it was a little bit more enjoyable. In Venom we follow Eddie Brock, a failed journalist who bonds with Venom, alien symbiotes which made their way to Earth. Venom starts liking Earth and decides to protect it. There's obvious star power here: Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, Riz Ahmed. It's a pretty safe film. Everything that you would expect to happen happens. The action receives a boost from Venom as he does some interesting things. So it's not the best in the world, but it is better than Morbius. Number 4, Hellboy. These 2 picks will satisfy your needs of super anti-hero movies, and Hellboy is one of the best that you can get. It has a sequel, is directed by Guillermo del Toro, and stars Ron Perlman. A demon grows up to defend the world against the forces of darkness. A cult following has revolved around this series, and there is a call to finish the trilogy. Obviously, with del Toro at the helm, technically it's about as on point as you can get. The monster and the effects are both impressive. It's an interesting watch, especially since he comes from a time where superhero movies were the most exciting thing coming on the market. Ron Perlman is also superb here. Number 3, Blade. Morbius was heavily considered to be a part of Blade 2, and even now that plan is still viable, although after the reception of the film, this plan might change. But Blade, released in 1998, is a great film. A half vampire, half man protects humans from evil vampires. Wesley Snipes portrayed Blade perfectly, being a badass and showing his vulnerability too. The film is an interesting mishmash of things that shouldn't have worked, yet they have all clicked into an interesting piece. Obviously, it was a lot cooler then than it is now, but I would argue that Blade hasn't lost that much of his step. Number 2, Blood Red Sky. If you were excited by Morbius only because it looks like a fun vampire movie, don't frown because there are a lot of very good vampire movies out there, one of my favorites being Blood Red Sky. A Netflix original, it's about a vampire woman who is called into action when her plane is hijacked by terrorists. She has to protect her son, and an important thing to note, this is a German film, so you're probably going to have to read subtitles. The runtime could have used some trimming, but that doesn't take that much from the experience. Just like Morbius, it's an action film, and I think that Blood Red Sky has better action, more fun, and it is gorier. And number 1, Constantine. Returning to superhero movies that you might not have seen, Constantine is probably the pick of the bunch. John Constantine is an exorcist who tries to prove that the death of a policewoman's sister was not a suicide. Keanu Reeves plays John Constantine, and this is one of his most underrated performances. I would even say that Constantine as a film is underrated. There's some horror, some sci-fi, some interesting mythology. It's an interesting noir action film with fun action, and the story is actually smart and well put together. It's not the perfect picture. It does have flaws, but if you want to watch a superhero movie better than Morbius, Constantine will do the trick. Which of these films are you planning on watching? Let me know down in the comments. While you are there, press that like and subscribe button. Press the bell to get notifications every time my videos get uploaded. And until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.